Greetings. This is Arvette McLean of Speak, The Universe Listens. As a very young person, I always felt that I carried the weight of the world on my shoulders, having to make grown-up decisions in order to survive a life marked with physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. While my face was smiling on the outside, on the inside, I always secretly cried and felt miserable. However, over the years, I learned some gems that helped to turn my life around. I now get to live the life of my dreams, filled with love, travel, and wonderment. And I am absolutely passionate about sharing what I have learned with you. If you want to live your best life, tune in each week as I, along with some amazing guests, share these life-changing gems with you. Inspired to be more, do more, have more. Greetings and welcome to today's episode of Speak, the Universe Listens. Today's topic is put your mind on what you do want. A couple of weeks ago, we reviewed a simple formula for creating the life that you will love. Take your mind off of what you don't want. Put your mind on what you do want. Make the feeling of having that thing feel real to you. Take whatever action or step towards it that is available for you to take. I reviewed the formula to encourage everyone to actually start putting these simple principles into practice. They are easy to do, but you have to actually do them instead of just thinking about doing them. We discussed the first step. Take your mind off of what you don't want. I challenged you to go 2 weeks practicing taking your mind off of what you don't want. It is so easy to look around and notice everything that is wrong, and we give our attention to it. But whatever we put our attention on grows. So hopefully you've been practicing taking your mind off of what you don't want. That requires being present with yourself. That requires listening in on your thoughts, and whenever you hear yourself giving attention to the things that you don't want, then you have to shift your thinking right there, right on the spot. Now, let's discuss the second step a little more. You're going to put your mind on what you do want. Now, I know it might sound strange, but many of us are so focused on what we don't want that we don't even know what we do want. But it is so important to get clarity on what we do want in life. Otherwise, we'll just be blown here and there with no destination and no measure if we're really getting there. You become a victim to life and you get pulled here and there. So, take the time to think about what you would love to be experiencing in life. And if you don't know what you do want, perhaps you can just take the opposite of what you don't want. For example, if you don't want to struggle, or if you don't want to have to worry about how you're going to pay those bills each month, then you might say, I want to move through life of ease, or I want money to flow to me abundantly. It may also be helpful if you break things down into categories. You can break it down into what kind of relationships do you want with your family, your friends, your coworkers? What gifts do you want to offer the world? What do you want in relation to your fitness and your health? What material possessions would you love to have? How do you want to spend your free time? And if you still have absolutely no ideas, think about what you loved doing when you were a child. That might shine some light on this subject. So go ahead, play with this a little bit. Have fun with the possibilities for your future self. And don't worry, you don't have to be stuck with anything. You may come up with something today that you think you would love to have, but by tomorrow you might change your mind about it and come up with something better. I do want to add right here that when you are identifying what you do want, you are looking at things that make your heart sing. It's not about doing the things that you are supposed to want or you're supposed to want to do. What you really want is personal and it's unique to you. And it does involve getting in touch with your spirit and with the urges of your spirit. As we have discussed, this comes through spending quiet time with yourself so that you can hear what it is that you truly desire. You might quiet yourself through meditation, through spending time in nature, through prayer, or any number of avenues. Okay, so once you've come up with what you do want, it's time to put your loving energy on these things. And please note that I say your loving energy. I reiterate this because it is important to realize that things of similar vibration attract each other. So if what you want is something that is harmful or deceitful to someone else, you can be sure that one, that is not the urging of your higher self or your true spirit, and two, that you're going to attract to you something similar to the energy that you're putting out. So again, I say, put your loving energy on what you do want. It is time to make those things feel real to you right now. What would you be doing? How would things look around you? What would you be saying? What would you be feeling? What would others be saying to you? I did this exact process when starting a few of my businesses. I remember when my husband and I came with the idea to start our first business together. We sat for hours just dreaming about all the details of what it would look like and the feelings that we wanted to invoke in others. I remember in our vision that we were not just focused on our direct clients. We had a vision of changing the way this type of business was being done. We had a vision of enhancing the lives of our clients, our team members, our referring workers, and our communities. And then when my business partner and I started a school, we did the exact same thing. We discussed and visualized details all the way down to the type of pictures that we wanted to have on the walls. Now, after you have your vision of what you will love, it might be a good idea to add the words, this or something better. Why? Because you don't want to be too married or too attached to an ideal. Oftentimes there is something better awaiting us, but we can't think that big yet. I remember Oprah telling a story about how when she landed a job on her local news station, she thought that she had made it big time. She didn't know that there was something better in the works for her. Or what about, have you ever had a time where maybe you went and they were like, you can have free ice cream, and you see people coming out with ice cream cones, and so you're like, I hope they have my favorite flavor. So you get your cone, and then a few minutes later, you see people walking out with ice cream sundaes with fudge dripping everywhere and maybe some whipped cream on the top and some cherries on top. And you're just like, I would have got that if I had known. And so that's the purpose of maybe something better. This or something better. So just in case whatever it is that you want is much too small for the grandness of who your spirit yearns to be, give it space to create the something better. So you know what you want, you have put your loving energy on it, and you've painted a picture of what it would look and feel like. Now you can use some of the tools that we've talked about in the past to keep this vision right in the forefront of your mind. So you can do something like a focus wheel or a gratitude letter or maybe some affirmations or any number of things, but you want to keep this blueprint in the forefront of your mind. Then the last step is to take whatever action is available for you to take. The entire plan of how to do this thing may not be apparent just yet, but just start taking steps, no matter how small, and more steps will be revealed to you of what to do next. As you move towards it, it will move towards you. Take your mind off of what you don't want. Put it lovingly on what you do want. Make it feel real to you right now, and take whatever step is available to take. I'm wishing you all the best in 2020 as you activate these principles in your life. So check out my website at arvettemclain.com. Get your free gift if you haven't gotten it yet, and click the red subscribe button below. And also let me know how these steps are working for you. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it. Until next time.